Hi guys, and welcome to my Now Playing series. In this video we're going to take a look at Shadow of Mordor. I'm going to share with you some of my early impressions and just talk a bit about the gameplay and pretty much the game in general. So the game is set somewhere before the Lord of the Rings trilogy and is based solely in Mordor. Your job as a ranger of Gondor is to protect the area from any orc threat, and the armies of Sauron are moving back into the area to reclaim the land. And I'm going to start by saying that this game is good. I was a little skeptical when I first saw the trailers and some early game footage that it was just going to be sort of a hack and slash, which was loosely based upon the game mechanics from Arkham Asylum and also things like Assassin's Creed. Even though these game mechanics are very strongly present, this game adds so much more on top of them in terms of nice emotional story, some great cutscenes and some pretty decent action. So what does the game do well? Well, for me the opening scenes were absolutely brilliant. They immersed me straight into the game and I felt gripped from the start. It's been a long time since the game has done that for me, but this one did it perfectly. It also reminded me slightly of the film intros from the beginning, which is also going to help other audiences get straight into the game. There was also a little bit of reminiscent about Dragon Age Origins here, and if you do that in a game, you're immediately going to get my attention. Also, the music in this game is fantastic. This piece here especially liked, it gripped me straight away into the emotional backstory here, and also the tutorial system, very nice and simple, immerses you actually in part of the storyline. Doesn't seem tacked on like it does with quite a few games recently, and it just made a little bit more sense.
Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Did you talk to my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Dear, I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
So let's move on to the game's best feature, and that simply has to be the combat system. It's very much built upon the same system that you find in Arkham Asylum and slightly Assassin's Creed, I guess, as well, the counter moves, but mostly you'll be very familiar with this if you've played any of the Batman games that have recently come out. It's very fluid, it's very quick, and you can turn off all of the hints that appear during combat as well. For example, the Y button that will come up for counter moves, you can remove this and just make the combat even more immersive and very seamless. It can seem quite easy at the start of the game, but as new types of enemies get added throughout the course of the story, you will have slight more problems in defeating some foes and have to kind of think about your approach, especially where the captains are concerned. And that brings me on to the system in the game that separates it really from all of the other things like Arkham Asylum and Assassin's Creed, and that is the Nemesis system. I love going around the map finding out new intel about the captains and also the personal vendettas that you develop with them throughout the course of the game. For example, I have a very personal vendetta against this particular captain. I hate his voice, I hate his face, and he's killed me about 5 times now and likes reminding me every time we meet.
Oh, it's always the same story with you. We meet, we fight, I kill you.
So I haven't really mentioned too many bad points about the game, and that's because for me there isn't any. The only real gripe that I have is how busy the HUD can be during combat. Luckily you can really tone this down in the settings menu, turning off things like enemy outlines and also some of the combat helpers when it tells you what buttons to press and when. Luckily a new photo mode was recently released for the game, which just allows you to pause combat or gameplay at any point and removes all of the HUD. There's also several palettes you can choose from to change the pictures to your liking. For example, you can improve depth of field and even add a border around the edge. You can even change the colours to monochrome, and as you can see here, you can even manipulate the camera to make some nice scenes. One thing I'm a little bit disappointed in, however, is that the story from the beginning of the game, Talion losing his wife and son, doesn't really seem to continue much further than the first couple of scenes. You seem more focused on trying to find the memories of the Elf Lord, who is the Wraith, and also progressing Ratbag through the ranks up towards War Chief. It's a little bit disconnecting from where I thought the game was heading, however you're helped by the colourful nature of Ratbag and also some familiar faces.
He will remember Precious. We will make him.
So to sum everything up, this is a really good game. It's probably one of the best games that I've played based upon the world created by Tolkien, and I really feel it achieved what it set out to do. It incorporates well into the franchise generated by the films and builds upon already successful game mechanics by adding its own additional system to the mix. So if you haven't checked this game out for yourself yet, I really recommend that you do. You can find it quite cheaply on a couple of game sites now for about £20. I'll post a link to one of those in the description below. So I hope you like this first video of Now Playing. If you have, please do rate, comment and subscribe. And please do comment on things that you would like to see from the series, for example games for me to cover and other helpful tips on where you'd like to see the series going. So thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next Now Playing or one of my mod showcase videos. And for fans of Gollum, please do stay tuned for Gollum's song at the end of the video.
Right, Master takes us to the Precious. We shows him, and he rewards us. We likes the bright Master, the royal one. Smiles sweet, like flopping fishes. But filthy tricksy Ranger comes along. Cruddy Ranger, smiley stinky Ranger. He hurts us, he steals from us like bargainses. We need Bright Master to show us the way. Bright Master will guide us, will help us. He'll show us, then we'll take it. He'll show us, then he steals it. No. We'll take it from him. We'll take it from our sharpest of sharpsies. But not hurting, no hurting. Gentle sharpsies shows us Bright Master.